You will see the balanced workload happening and you're not all over the place. It's also about the environment that you're in. And discouragement can lead to stress, want the maximum efficiency happening. And at the end, this speeds up the task of completion. Hello, everyone, and welcome to my self-improvement and dating podcast. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about time management tips that actually work. When you go ahead and implement these tips, they will make a difference in your life. So you can see results of you not wasting time. You being productive is so key. And then you won't be so stressed at the end. So there's so many different reasons why time management is so important and actually using tips that work. And make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Let's get to 150 likes for a part 2. Just understanding time management so y'all get why you need to be implementing what it actually does for you. We have 24 hours in a day and so many people waste 1 hour and then it becomes 2 hours. And before you know it, your time management skill is so bad that you are not making any progress and you're stuck in your comfortability. And so just remember, you need to be really focused in the process of all of this. And so for number 1 on my list is identifying personal time wasters. So first off the bat is everybody's going to have separate time wasters. And then there's also the common things such as, yes, social media. It could be YouTube just spending way too much time. Maybe you should cut down to 1 video, 2 videos, at least in 1 hour or 30 minutes, especially when you have a busy day. It's about knowing when it's appropriate to take advantage or do something that you could save for another time. And that could be during your break. The other thing could just be distractions. There's so many distractions. It's also about the environment that you're in. All of these things can just take your focus away. There's certain times where people are so focused and so driven on their goals and they're just trying to get accomplished. So that's all that they're thinking about. Make sure you go ahead and comment actually work because these tips actually work, or you can comment a fist so I know you're part of the army. And so let's get back into how people waste time on these things because they personally enjoy doing it and it's more fun than getting the work done at times. And so right back into social media and how much time you're spending on there, or let's say that app that you enjoy. It could be TV as well, those movies, all those things. Watch out how much time you are spending on it because you don't want to spend time on things that truly don't matter, but on things that matter the most and will give you that actual long-term or short-term success. Another key thing that you have to understand about this tip is that the perfectionism that a lot of people may have, it's good to be a perfectionist, but try to time yourself on a lot of things because you do not want to be spending so much time trying to perfect something that is like perfect at this point. You need to just put it out there or you need to just leave it and maybe come back to it, but don't be such a perfectionist where you end up wasting more time than you need to. And y'all, if you want to talk about your time management skills, what you could work on, other tips you can be using, or the ones I talked about today, and back to dating, what's going on with your dating life, make sure you go ahead and book a consultation by clicking the link down below after this video. And so let's finish off. Try to identify the time wasters, the personal ones that you have, and put it to an end or reduce it. And make sure, of course, priorities are set straight by always getting the ones that mean the most, truly matter the most first. And that will have to take most of your time. And do it always first so you know that you're getting those things out of the way that matter the most. Number 2 is setting realistic goals and priorities. So this means goals that are clear, achievable, and breaking it into parts that will actually allow you to get it done. So that means when you have a large task to do, that means when you have a lot to get done that day, or, maybe you're feeling overwhelmed with something, try to break it down into realistic goals that could be managed very well and actually done step by step so you are completing it. When you feel really like you're all over the place and clustered, it could have you not get these goals done because then you can lead yourself to getting burnt out at the end, feeling like you're doing too much. You end up being discouraged, and discouragement can lead to stress. It can lead you to not get any other goals done. So the priorities become not important and they are pushed back or just taken out completely. So think about what is urgent to get done. And especially when it's so complex, break it down into manageable small tasks that you can actually achieve. And now goal setting becomes you have this little goal you can get done and another one, and then it all adds up at the end to be such a big task, but you did it in steps to actually get it done. And that's all about doing it in the proper way with priorities set straight. What matters the most, do it first. start in the morning because you're going to have the most energy, urgencies of certain stuff that needs to be put out. Or let's say you have an assignment to get done. Do not get started with the easiest one, or do not get started with the one that doesn't matter the most. For maybe a class that you don't have to end it in until like next week, then you have your main class that's harder. Maybe you could push yourself to just get it done so you get the hardest thing out of the way. And the other thing is that if you have to do it and hand it in the next day or a few days after, what comes first? The most important thing, and that is the most urgent thing that needs to be done first. So make sure you are actually breaking it down and also separating what matters way later. Keep it for later. Make sure you go ahead and check out my Patreon. It got a whole lot of exclusive and explicit content that will only be on there, and a whole lot of other things coming up that, sorry, I cannot post it on here. So make sure you are up to date and be ready for all those other things that are going to be coming up on there. The goal setting and priorities, you want to have a balanced life at the end. Priorities, you want to have a balanced life at the end. So when you go ahead and do it correctly, break things down and actually realize what's urgent, get that done first, you will see the balanced workload happening in your life and you're not all over the place and you won't get burnt out at the end. Number 3 on my list is all about the role of organization in effective time management. So this is all about staying organized can significantly impact the time management. So getting things done, reducing distractions, as it comes down to having a clear space. You have it all written down, you have it organized, you know what you got to get done. And it's the exact same thing with the environment that you are in. So that means for sure you have a clean workplace. That means things are put into place. And at the end, this speeds up the task of completion for whatever you need to get done. And what's better yet is that it reduces the time spent on looking for information, or let's say you have things that you need. Maybe it's a product, maybe it's an object. Whatever it is that you are looking for, now when you're organized, you now have it ready to go and you don't have to keep looking for it. You don't have to waste all that time. So easy to find and be reachable. Things that will be like file management, so you can have your files all put into place. And other things you want to consider is decluttering. If you got to get rid of some things, or let's say maybe rearrange some things, or just arrange some things, really put things into place, get rid of what you don't need and move things around to what it could work better at the end. Make it easier for yourself. So I hope all these tips helped you guys out, and I hope y'all go ahead and implement every single one. If you haven't liked this video yet, make sure you go ahead and do that. Give me a big thumbs up and let's go ahead and get this video, like I said, to 150 likes. You want the maximum efficiency happening. So if you use all those tips, you'll see a difference and you'll see yourself getting closer to the goals that you have for yourself. So thank y'all once more. Make sure you check out all those links down below and y'all will see me in my next video. Bye y'all. I am in control. I control my thoughts and I think positively. Sleep affirmations available in the link down below. I have 2 ebooks available now, and one is about how to get her missing you, and the other is how to attract a woman you want. And so go ahead and make sure you get your ebooks by clicking the link down below.